Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from AP 225 Class 60. We would like to present our professional practice assignment, which is professional report to form a new property consultancy firm. This is our group members, which are Noni, Nur Huda, Wan Nur Shahira, and Nur Sabrina.
There are a few things that we need to identify before open a firm. Firstly, before open a firm, we need to identify the type of firm that we want to choose. We decide to choose limited liability company partnership with 4 partnership. Next is number of staff that needed also should be identified. We decide to hire 3 valuers, 3 estate agent and 3 property management in our company. Next is the location of firm. We decide to open a firm at Ipoh. We choose the location of firm that located in center of Ipoh town. Choosing a strategic location can be advantage to the firm. Next, name of company logo and partners involved in the setting up the firm. Our company are renamed as Firm Venture. Our company offer a service on valuer, estate agents and property management. 4 partnership involved in this firm, which is Nur Sabrina as a director, Wan Nur Shahira as head of valuer, Noni as a head of estate agent and Nur Huda as a head of property managers.
This is a figure show a process of registration procedure as specified by BOVIA. The first step, which is the name search at the board. This is to make sure our firm name are not similar or substantially alike to avoid confusion. Before filing for registration, the registrar must conduct a check of the register of firm to determine the availability of the name proposed of the firm. The application must be filled in the Form S and 50 ringgit of fee must be included, which is stated in the third schedule. Second step, which is to complete Form N. To register a firm, we need to complete the essential form, which is Form N. Form N is a form for registration and authorization to conduct as registration firm. This form comprises the location of the firm, address of the branch offices, capital paid out, and the names of the director and the shareholder. In order to establish a firm, we must specify our paid up capital as well as permitted capital in Form N. Our organization must be 3,000 ringgit because our authorized capital is 500,000 ringgit. The third step, which is registration of the firm. Our organization must fill Form N. Furthermore, each application must be included with the proposed letterhead of the firm. Every application must be submitted to the board on the firm's letterhead. However, if the application is refused by the board, we can resubmit the application and provide any additional documents to the board. After the application has been granted, the payment of the fee must be proceeding. The first charge that we need to pay is the processing fee, which is about 75 ringgit. And the next one, which is fee for partnership, which is 500 ringgit. Next, confine a specific partnership agreement. If the application is authorized, our organization can create a specific agreement for a partnership. Our organization is a partnership company which focuses to the limited liability partnership. The partnership agreement is critical because if something happens to the shareholder, it is simple to alter the board. The final stage is to become a member of Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia (SSM). We can register via online or through the website or in person at the counter. The staff will prepare the whole set of documents registration after the name approved and it will be signed and stamped. This is the figure show the registration procedure as specified by SSM. The first step, which is type of company and nature of business. Before entering a business, it is critical to decide what sort of business to start. In order to incorporate a local company, there are 2 fundamental requirements, which are a private company and a public company. The sort of business for our firm is a private company. which focus on limited liability partnership, and the company provide the services of builders, estate agents, and property managers. We need to fill out Form A to apply for new business registration with the SSM. Next, which is the name application procedure. Before register a company, name verification must be complete at the SSM. Form 30A will be used for the application of request availability of name, and the cost of 30 ringgit will be charged. The form will include the proposed company name, the purpose of the application, and the kind of the company. After the application of a company's name incorporation is accepted, the applicant can pay the 1,000 ringgit incorporation fee, and the application for incorporation will be submitted straight to the officer to be processed. The applicant must pay a charge of 50 ringgit for each name applied for when apply for a name reservation. After the reserved name application has been accepted, the applicant can file for incorporation for a cost of 1,000 ringgit. Next step, which is to appoint a company secretary. The company must select a secretary who will help in conducting the business activity, such as completing the company formation paperwork, and the directors must sign the document in person. Only secretarial firms that registered with the SSM and have a valid certificate issued by the SSM shall be considered for the position of company secretary. Next, which is the application to incorporate. After the name application has been granted, our firm must fill an application to incorporate. For this application, all information and papers needed by the SSM must be completed. The information, which is to suggest company name, the firm status, proposed business type, registered office and business address, name, identity, and nationality of directors and promoters, the name and address of the bank where the company's account will be opened, the number of shares to be owned by each shareholder member. Our firm must also make a declaration of compliance to verify that it has met all of the standards outlined in the Companies Act 2016 and fill out the Form 48A statutory declaration by a person before to appointment as a director or by a promoter prior to the incorporation of the corporation. Furthermore, a copy of the consent letter from the corporate body named as the member of the company, a copy of the consent of the director qualification, consent letter from the relevant agency, and other related documents must be provided in addition to the above information if required by the SSM. Next, which is the verification incorporate. Following the successful completion of the application procedure, the SSM will issue a notice of approval and registration. After all registration processes have been completed and all prescribed fee has been paid, the certificate of incorporation will be issued. Once the procedure has been finished and all the necessary certificates have been received, our firm will be able to begin operation. All certificates and papers issued by the SSM shall be saved for future use, such as when apply for a license from the local authority, a client's account, or a loan from a bank. The SSM will send the validated business document to the director in order to activate the client's account and allow our company to begin operation. Lastly, which is approval, permission, and license from local authority. Once completing all of the steps for registration, the firm must get approval, authorization, or a license from the local authority before conducting commercial activity within the authority of the local authority area. Even though our firm is based in Perak, we must obtain clearance and a license from Ipoh City Council. Our firm must have gathered all the necessary form. The list of documents is company registration, copy of certificate of occupancy, a copy of the latest property tax receipt, premises leasing, 2 passport size photograph sketch or graphic example of advertisement or signage. Selector of registered office. The office must be located in a location that has been approved by the BOVIA. The preference location for our firm is Jalan Datuk Sri Ahmad Said, Kampung Custom, Greentown, Ipoh. The building sector consists of community and government structures oriented on the public administration. The building itself focusing on activity based on general public administration. Koperasi Bank Persatuan Malaysia Berhad, Pejabat Pengarah Penjara Negeri Perak, Jabatan Insolvensi Malaysia, Jabatan Tenaga Kerja Negeri Ipoh, and SSM are all nearby. The address of our firm, which is a firm venture Singran Berhad, which is EG3A, Kedai Pejabat Greentown Square, Jalan Datuk Seri Ahmad Said, Kampung Custom Greentown 30450, Ipoh, Perak. Our telephone number and fax, which is 04560056. and our email, which is firmventer@fvpera.com. So for operation hour of Firm Venter's Nuremberg, which is 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. from Monday to Tuesday, 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and continue 2:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. On Friday and close on Saturday and Sunday.
First is branch manager. Commercial valuation will include general valuation of asset portfolio, monthly valuation, low guarantee work, and investment valuation. To do a valuation, single risk rule, the red books must be followed, and the person must be a trained chartered surveyor and a registered valuer. Second is valuer executive. Every real estate investment rely on accurate and dependable assessment in the key to success in a firm. Our client rely on our ability to offer high quality, consistent industry leading value throughout the world. Third is real estate agency. Our firm covers local real estate agency practice including leasing and sale of all types of property such as land, commercial property, industrial property, residential property, and projects launching by developers. Four is property management. Property manager who carry out all aspects of commercial, rental and residential property management from day to day, acting on behalf of fund, real estate company, private investor and others. Five is company secretary. A company secretary must be a member of professional organisation authorised by the ministry or a licensed secretary issued by the Malaysia SSM according to section 139 of the Company Act, Company Commission of Malaysia. Company secretary are an important person because they hold a position especially in private company related to professional field. Lastly is a company accountant. Professional accountant play an important role in maintaining the balance of the company and also the person responsible for keeping and interpreting financial record. Most accountants are responsible for a wide range of financial related tasks, whether for individual client or for the largest company and organization that employ them. This is an organization chart for our company.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurhuda binti Abu Bakar. I will be presenting about section H, which is example of forms, receipts, and other relevant documents for business purpose. Form for business purpose is first is Form S, Form A, Form N, Form 13, Form 14, and Form 27. Next is based on marketing plans that provided by our companies. Our company has its own strength in attracting interest to external officials from public banks and main banks to join our companies. The first is strategic locations. Our company is located in an urban area close to a major roads, close to various places of public visitations. Therefore, it is very easy for our company to be the focus of the public and easily known by the public. This gives a positive effect for the company in raising the company's names to be more known to many. Second is qualifications. Our company only hires employees who only have a degree in real estate. Qualification for employees who wants to apply for a job in our company, there must be qualification in the degrees. This is because when hire employees who have high qualifications, it can certainly make it easy for employees to understand each scope of works and instruction given, and these people who have high qualification can provide ideas in further developing the company names. Therefore, the work's experience is very important to be impressive when hiring employees because they can provide thoughtful ideas in developing the company and easily receive instruction on the field of works that has been set. The partnership must have at least 6 years of experience as a valuer, estate agent, and property manager. Long experience in the job is very important in providing facilities for employees to familiarize themselves with the works of works and the scope of works that has been set. Next is service provided. The service provided by our company are the environment in the company is always clean and conducive. A clean environment is very important to provide comforts to all employees to work. This can provide comforts to employees to perform their work still. Our company offers service in valuers, estate agents, and property management. Each partnership has extensive first experience in their respective fields. To be more convincing, the partners have a high qualification, that is, each person has a qualification in a degree and has 6 years of experience working in their respective fields. The last but not least is professional fees. Professional fees are the charge made by those who have received specialized training in a certain subjects. Professional fees is a type of income account that a professional firm uses to track its earnings. Our company also provided payment commensurate with the position performed. Our company also give bonus for every diligent employees and for employees who give a lot of profit to the company. Every achievement show in developing the company will be appreciated and reward with a bonus to the employer. Firm Venture Sdn Bhd located at EJ3A Kedai Pejabat Green Town Square, Jalan Datuk Seri Ahmad Said, Kampung Kastam, Green Town 30450 Ipoh, Perak. In conclusion, our company provided a service as a valuer, estate agents, and property management. To a complete and compelling professional report is a very important to attract people to join our companies.